Byron on the front row. Stage 3 is underway. The final stage of the NASCAR season. They cut the dog leg. Blaney and Byron dead even for the lead. Byron on the outside gets a nose ahead. Look at Chase Briscoe roll on the outside. Briscoe up to 4th. They're 4 wide for 6th. But Chase Briscoe's in the mix for this championship. Byron to the lead. Blaney and Ross side by side for 2nd, and then Briscoe to 4th. And now the 9 gets underneath the 19. The Chase and Chase show for 4th place. And Denny Hamlin cuts deep down the dogleg. Hamlin 3 wide for 9th. With Carson and Alex. Denny slides up. Carson's going to get a push from the 48. Kyle Larson's back there fighting for a 12th with Noah. Hamlin gets around Alex. Now can he get Carson? He'll cut the dog leg big time again. And he's going to try and slide up. He can't. He can't clear the 77 just yet. Now the 48's going to try and split him and put him in the middle 3 wide. Hamlin can't quite get clear. He gets clear of the 48. He's behind the 77. He runs 10th. Battle for the lead. Byron still leading with Ross getting pressured by Blaney. And Chase Briscoe right there in 4th. Larson 3 wide in the middle with Noah and Bowman. Larson's going to clear his teammate. The 48's going to get to his back bumper and give him a shot. Larson clears Noah. Almost. Now Noah fights back on the inside as Chase Briscoe. Chase on the outside of Blaney. That's for 3rd place. Chase around the outside looking for 3rd. He's gonna be clear off of turn 2. Yes, he clears Ryan Blaney for 3rd place. Now Ross runs a lane higher. He's looking to try and get around the 24. He doesn't care about the championship. He's won championship weekend before in this place. He wants to do it again for the first time in 2 years. On board with the number 1. Run a little higher in the turn 3 than the 24 is. They cross the line to start lap 200. Byron goes right by the yellow line to turn 1. Ross going a little higher, getting close. Can't quite get alongside. Here's Hamlin going on C-Bell. And Denny's going to get by his teammate, who's going to get a bump from Josh Berry. That's for 7th spot. The 11 up to 7th. But here's the Ross machine next to William Byron almost. Can't quite get alongside. Big loose moment off of turn 4 for Bell on the bottom box. Ross to the outside of Byron almost. He can't quite get alongside. Down the backstretch they go. Ross in the draft. Not going to quite peek out to the inside. He'll look outside. Byron stands tall. Side by side between Larson and Bell. Berry nearly gets clipped by Carson in the back. Larson passes C-Bell. That's for 8th spot. Byron leads the way with Ross and then Chase right there in 3rd, the 19. Trying to get into this championship fight. He's about a second behind William Byron for the championship lead at the moment. Battle on the bottom box between Berry and Hocevar. That's for the 10th spot. Berry got a run on the outside of Carson. And he's almost clear. Now Carson gets right back to the number, right to the door. They'll go side by side across the dog leg. Into turn 1. Carson with the nose ahead of Barry. And he 98 laps to go at Phoenix. Kyle Larson with a flat tire! Kyle Larson with a flat tire! Larson's in trouble on the dog leg. Big smoke out of the 5, a flat right front. He's in the middle of the track. No caution yet. Wow, no caution. He was in the middle of the track running slowly, and NASCAR didn't call him for Kyle Larson. Wow. That's huge. Kyle Larson in the box. Here he comes.
Welcome back to Phoenix. A disaster for one of our championship contenders in Kyle Larson. He come on the radio and said, I had a flat slide, and then goes tire down, tire down. You can see it right there. The right front tire went down to the 15. They were just recovering from a bad hit.
Oh, Chase Briscoe's a flat tire! Chase Briscoe with a flat right rear again! The second time it's happened today! He's shooting up into the middle of the track! Once again, no caution called by NASCAR! Wow!
Chaos erupts here with 2 to play off 4.
Chase Briscoe with a flat tire, the right rear. And just like Kyle Larson, no caution is called.
In this championship finale, the race leader who's been out in front for 36 laps tonight. The team has had the most tire issues all the weekend. And remember, Briscoe took off.
Briscoe down and away. Real quick. Now, William Byron and Denny Hamlin are your only 2 championship contenders left. Hamlin is 4 seconds behind Byron. Here's what happened to Larson.
I don't know how he does the wreck right here. I don't know how he got the car slowed down quick enough to avoid hitting the wall with the right front down. That was great work by Larson. Larson down a lap down. Briscoe pulls a lap down after green flag. Pit stops to go on board with the 19. Now he's going to be saying no again after that brilliant comeback. It's happened again.
Wow. I can't believe we're witnessing Briscoe and Larson with tire issues, and a caution's out because Hocevar is a tire issue. A right front tire failed for Carson Hocevar, so there's a caution for him, but not for Larson and Briscoe.
I think we're going to see contact here, which is what brought the caution out.
And Hocevar, Carson hits the fence.
And now here he is basically stomped up in what will be the exit lane of everyone leaving turn 4.
And that looked a little intentional by him causing the caution, by him staying up against the fence.
We believe our lap down, but Briscoe got in and out of the pits. He was the first car lap down, so he's going to be the free pass to get back in the lead lap.
Here we go. Restart time here at Phoenix. Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney lead the way. All 4 championship contenders back on the lead lap as we're back underway. Byron gets underneath Elliott. 3 wide for the lead. William Byron, big move. Deep on the inside. Can he slide up in front? No, he can't. Elliott takes the lead off of turn 2. Denny Hamlin ends up 4th. He's pushing Blaney. Josh Berry is in 4th, actually. Hamlin's down to 5th. Elliott leads at the line. Berry cuts the dog leg big. Josh Berry to 3rd. Now Hamlin to the inside. Ryan Blaney looking outside on his Penske affiliate. Berry hangs tough for 3rd. Blaney and Hamlin stay side by side. But it's a Hendrick 1-2 with Elliott leading the race. Denny Hamlin slips up. Blaney gets 4th. Hamlin was sliding underneath the 12 and thankfully held on. The caution did not come out there.
Right now, Byron is trying to
Shane Van Gisbergen into the pits. William Byron to the inside of Chase Elliott, who's running high. Byron nearly clips him in the left rear. Chasing Willie B. Where do they go? They both go high. Another car entering the pits. The sun starting to set is going to be a massive problem down the backstretch for these drivers. Byron can't quite get underneath Elliott. And all the while, Denny Hamlin still sits about half a second behind these top two drivers. Byron is able to turn through the middle of 1 and 2. That's how he's keeping pace with his teammate Chase. As they go through 3, Byron is on the left rear of Elliott. Oh, and Elliott just clears him. 61 to go. Elliott running up against the fence. Byron a little lane lower. Turns down turn 2. Hamlin just watching intently, trying to catch up. Byron dives to the inside of Elliott in turn 3. They're side by side for the lead with 60 laps to go on the stripe. Byron on the inside, Elliott on the outside. This is for the lead. William Byron into turn 1, dives in and takes the lead. But Chase is going to cross him over. Here's Elliott to the inside again. Can he stay with Byron? He cannot. Give the lead to the 24. Byron, Elliott, Hamlin, Blaney. Single file, all in a line. And lap times, that last lap. Briscoe at 28.8. Or Byron at 28.8. Hamlin 28.9. Briscoe 29 flat. Larson 29.3. Looks like Kyle Larson's championship hopes are fading. Fading fast. We got a lap car playing into the mix as the 88 of Shane is underneath Ryan Blaney. He just pitted. Now the 9 is running way up high, and the 11 is starting to catch him. He's really close, but now the 88 of Van Gisbergen is going to play a role in this. Denny and Chase run in the middle. Chase a lane higher than Denny does. Denny to the inside. He's able to turn the corner. Hamlin the second. Now Shane on fresh tires is next to Hamlin. Hamlin's going to have to run high. Elliott runs a lane higher. Ryan Blaney on the bottom. He can't quite get to the 9. Chase Briscoe starting to struggle with the right rear again. He got a little loose off of turn 4 that time. Trouble! Austin Cindric around in turns 3 and 4. And he backed it into the wall hard. And that's it for Austin Cindric. His day is going to be done after this. Here's what happened to Cindric. He's following Tyler Reddick into turn 3. Goes to the inside, and immediately a tire blows out. The right rear blows out, and Cindric backs into the wall hard. Well, here we go. The top 2 in the championship, Byron and Hamlin, will be first and second. Chase Briscoe runs 9th. Kyle Larson is not inside the top 15. It's a battle between the 24 and the 11, and possibly the 19 if he can get there. The top 2 for the championship. Hamlin versus Byron. 46 laps to go at Phoenix. Here we go. We're back underway. And it's a dead even restart. Hamlin gets a little jump. be dead even off a 2. With the 24 having a nose out front, but Hamlin gets a launch. Byron gives him a hip check. Side by side in the turn 3. Denny Hamlin to the lead. He's all clear of the turn 4. For a moment, William Byron fights back. Dead even in the turn 1. Hamlin up high. Byron trying to slide up next to him. Dead even. Hamlin, Byron, a hip check again. Turn 3. Hamlin slides high and is clear of William Byron. Hamlin is out in front officially. Byron faster than Hamlin again by 0.6. Caution! J.J. Yaley in the fence. A right front flat.
Something's happened. The right front's on now. They have the last set of tires I put on.
Decision time for all these crew chiefs. But we got another pit stop, and this may be the money stop with 32 laps to go.
To your point, it might only be the only thing they have left. So scuff tires for the 19. That's probably the tires that they qualified on. That you can use those.
Chase Briscoe's got scuffed tires on the wall. So the 19's going to put on some scuffs. Here we go. Pit stops.
So the lap count that they're going to have to go on this next set of tires time is more attractive. It is less and more doable. Let's see how we go on this round of stops. Who's going to get the advantage? You saw the biggest thing there was a tear-up.
2 tires for Chase Briscoe. 2 tires for Larson. Wow. What does Byron do? They're taking 4. Denny Hamlin's taking 4. Big strategy call for the 19 and the 5. They're going to be first and second, and Hamlin beats Byron off the pits. The championship 4 are 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we're back at Phoenix. Under 30 laps to go. Chase Briscoe, Kyle Larson take 2 tires and jump to first and second. Denny Hamlin, William Byron on 4, and they'll be 3rd and 4th. The JGR cars on the bottom, the Hendrick boys on the outside. On this 5-corner racetrack.
What do you see? What do you see from the front vision? Yeah, someone's got your attention out in front of that car. I'm not really sure what that was, but
28 laps to go. The Penske boys of Blaney and Log run 5th and 6th. Then Barry and Seabell, Ross and Brad round out your top 10. Pace car pulls off into the tie pit road. A 28-lap fight for the championship with the championship 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The top 2 on 2 tires, Briscoe and Larson. Hamlin and Byron on 4 tires in the row right behind them. Here we go. 28 laps to decide a champion. We're green again in Phoenix. Briscoe gets ahead of Larson. Briscoe's clear. Here comes Denny Hamlin up the middle on 4. Ryan Blaney ahead of Byron almost. Now the 24 sends on the outside, as well as Larson. Larson to the outside of Briscoe. Hamlin to the inside. 3 wide for the lead of the championship. Big sideways moment from Josh Berry as they're 3 wide in the turn 3. Larson up high. Briscoe middle. Hamlin bottom. They squeeze. They hit. They're 4 wide for the lead. William Byron with a big move. William Byron to the lead. Hamlin right behind. Hamlin crosses under. Here comes Logano. Logano to 3rd. Hamlin to the inside of Byron for the lead again to turn 3. Denny Hamlin back in front. Byron gonna try and charge back. Joe Long to third. He splits up the championship contenders. LARSON fourth. Briscoe fifth. Hamlin leading, then Byron, but then Joe Long. Joe Long could play a big role into this championship fight. Denny leading, then Byron. Here's Joe Long on the back of the 24. Briscoe tries to move high on LARSON to no avail. 25 laps to go at Phoenix. Hamlin, Byron, and then the reigning champ, Joe Long at third. Briscoe up high near the wall back there. He may fall into the clutches of the battle for sixth between Blaney and Berry. Josh Berry to the inside of Ryan Blaney for sixth spot. They're still side by side through turns 3 and 4. Well, at the line, it's Denny Hamlin leading with 24 laps to go. A 6/10 advantage between him and Willie B in the 24. Ryan Blaney the third, and he's starting to close in on the 24 of Byron. Down the backstretch, the sun getting into Denny Hamlin's eyes. It's really prominent on his visor. But he gets to the yellow line in turns 3 and 4. Here he comes, the start-finish line again. 10 laps to go in the season. Denny Hamlin, in his first year with Chris Gale, it was a shock when that great pairing of Denny Hamlin and Chris Gabehart were split apart. Now Gabehart's a big consultant on the 54 team. That has really started to help out Ty Gibbs. But Chris Gale and Denny Hamlin have hit it off in this first year. And with 9 laps to go, they could both be getting their first ever Cup Series championships. Ryan Blaney is catching up to William Byron. The top two the 24 and the 12 are right on each other. Ryan Blaney to the outside of William Byron. This is for second place. This could be a huge pass if there is a late caution. Blaney all over the back bumper of Byron. He goes to the inside of the turn 1. Byron up by the wall. Blaney by the yellow line. They're dead even up in turn 2. Byron's going to get the run, and he clears Blaney for now. William Byron playing defense, trying to win the championship, but he has to defend from Ryan Blaney. This is music to Denny Hamlin and company's ears. Blaney charging up to Byron. He'll go to the inside again. Into 1. Blaney by the yellow line. Byron up by the wall. Same song, same dance. 24 clear off the 2 down the back.
Fifth and 6 on 2 tires. Their crew chiefs threw, the Hail Mary. The only option they had to get track position.
6 laps to go.
6 miles left.
Hamlin leading the way. Byron trying to hold off Blaney. Blaney dives to the inside again through 1. And now there's more traffic. Denny's going to pass somebody right here. That's the 44 of J.J. Yaley who's back on track. Across the line. 5 laps to go for Denny Hamlin. The gap is up to 3 seconds. Three seconds is the gap. William Byron playing defense on Ryan Blaney. Blaney in the background was on the inside of William Byron. They may be fighting for second if they cut back. But we'll ride on board with Denny Hamlin still. 4 laps to go with traffic ahead. All Denny Hamlin has to do is just get to the white. Denny off of turn 2. Ryan Blaney has passed William Byron. Blaney to second. Byron falls back to third. Byron is a flat tire. Byron's in the fence. William Byron in the wall. Caution's out. William Byron in the wall. Championship over for William Byron. Unbelievable overtime in the championship finale. That's it for Byron. His championship hopes over on board the 24. And there it went when he was breaking into turn 3. Nothing he could do. Bang! This is the biggest decision of these 11, 5, and 19 teams' lives. Pit road is open now. Here we go. Everyone's going to pit besides Brad. Brad stays out. And so does Ryan Preece.
This is the qualifying set that he went one fast lap on yesterday, Parker. Should be the same situation. Kyle Larson, you heard Cliff Daniels say, we're not on this. He does just right side there for the 5-car party. 20 years, Denny Hamlin has been trying to win a championship. He was 3 laps short, Parker, of making it happen. Chris Gale in his first ever championship for didn't hesitate for 1 second. He said the call is Tundra. They go road down pit roads to be fresh.
Oh, Hocevar nearly gets hit by a log. Denny Hamlin's out. He's ahead of Chase Briscoe, but Kyle Larson is a few cars ahead. Larson will be 4th. Denny Hamlin takes 4th. 3 drivers stay out. Brad, Ryan Preece, and Alex Bowman. Blaney will be 4th. Larson 5th. Joe Logg 6th. Barry 7th. Busch 8th. Chase Elliott 9th. Denny Hamlin will restart 10th. This is going to be a restart. This restart is going to determine everything. You got the 2 RFK boys, and then AB in the 48 for Hendrick in 3rd. What's going to happen here? This is just like the truck race all over again. Man, I have no idea what you choose. Kyle Larson looking for his 2nd career championship. Denny Hamlin looking for his 1st. Chase Briscoe also looking for his 1st. He will restart in 15th. Larson's on 2 tires. Hamlin and Briscoe are on 4. We'll see what happens. A lot of people are on 2. Denny Hamlin's the first one on 4. Not many drivers took 4 tires. Hamlin and Briscoe did. It all starts with the choose. A lot of this you can't control. You don't know which lane may or may not go. If I'm the 11, I just roll smooth. It's got the timing. The cadence is going to be very awkward. All right, here's the choose. Here we go. Choose time. Where are the cars that stayed out go? Brad goes high. Preece to the inside. Alex outside. Blaney inside. Larson takes the top. Log to the bottom. Barry to the bottom. Busch and Elliott go high. Denny goes to the inside of row number 5. That is huge. Denny Hamlin will have the inside. He'll be able to cut the dog leg. Here we go. It's time to crown this year's Cup Series champion. Here we go. Did they just add a lap? They just added a lap. Checkered to determine who wins it all.
Love that information. Just keep in mind, LARSON last changed left sides on 262. He's put right.
Ryan Brees.
So
Brad Keselowski trying to get RFK their first win as a company this year. Brees trying to get his first win ever. You got Alex Bowman who wants to get his first win. But they're on old tires. They stayed out.
Look at the 11 pit stop right here. Man, the 77 got sliding it behind. That could have been bad for the 11. Contact for the 22.
And Hocevar and Log get tagged. But here we go. This could be the final restart of the season. Brad, Ryan Brees, RFK trying to get their first win of the company. With Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, and maybe Chase Briscoe are going to fight for this championship. Who will be your 2025 NASCAR Cup Series champion? We're about to find out. Overtime at Phoenix is green, and Brad is on the gas. Hamlin dives down the dog leg. Brees and Brad side by side. Blaney looking to make it 3. Hamlin's already next to Larson. Larson up high. Hamlin on the inside. Larson rolls the outside. Kyle Larson with a 1 restart. He's up to 4th. He's 3 wide for 2nd. Kyle Larson won a restart. 3 wide for 2nd place behind Brad. 1 more lap to go. We made it to the final lap. Larson side by side with Blaney for 2nd. Denny Hamlin a few rows back. Can Hamlin get there? Larson on the outside, trying to get to Brad. Denny slides up. Denny's in trouble. Brad in the lead. Here's Blaney. Larson gives him a shot. Brad, Blaney, Larson, push, log to the line. RFK's gonna get a win this year. No, they won't. Blaney wins it, but Larson is the champion. Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Ryan Blaney, last corner pass on Brad to take the win. RFK, 1 corner short of their first win of the season. But Kyle Larson, the 2 tires pay off. And Larson is a 2-time NASCAR Cup Series champion.